Even though I'm, an educated woman with a degree from Boston University, I found myself, on the poverty line. And I had no relatives in the area, and I really, really struggled very hard for many years, and it was pretty extreme. Besides my regular job, I worked many other jobs, and I was just so exhausted, and it really degrades your dignity, and, you try very hard to provide, your family with what they need, and it was just unbelievably difficult. I would literally sit on the floor and cry.
People forget, too, like life hits you in your face. You have no idea where they were coming from, what's happened, and what their backstory is, and I don't care.
I feel like the end of the snaps. Oh. Come along with parents.
The difference between just giving someone the scraps and giving someone food that we would eat is basic humanity. It's a no judgment zone, and if it's the first time someone's coming to my food pantry, there's no way I want them given something that's rotten. They will never come back. By giving them good food, you show them respect that they deserve. We all deserve that.
So many people in this country are one paycheck away from being homeless. And when you hear that, especially when it comes to food, when you are barely surviving, the idea of feeding your family organic, healthy vegetables isn't exactly top of mind. When you don't have healthy food, to succeed is very hard because you don't feel good. You're not going to have the energy. To have fresh vegetables as a gift and to be able to feed them to your children, to your family, you feel better about yourself. You are preparing meals together. So you're bringing the family together in a different way than when you're just throwing things in the microwave and you're depleted. It can happen to anyone at any moment for any reason. It doesn't mean you don't deserve love and support and help to get through it. 5 years ago, we had just moved to Maine, and Erica brought my family and I a huge box of vegetables. We became friends. I became a volunteer. She has gifted my family with an abundance of food over the past several summers and taught them how to grow it too. So now we have our own garden.
We don't have food at our farm yet, but we plant some.
What do you got there? What are we snacking on?
To be able to plant things with my hands and then get to eat them and have it taste like really good, I feel like it's really cool to do that, and it's very rewarding.
I am interning from Berea College, a small liberal arts college in Berea, Kentucky. It's really good to be here. The community is really nice. I've also been learning more than I would back at school or anywhere since being here.
There's a lot of education involved, both on and off the farm. We're educating people, volunteers, and woofers that come through about how to upkeep the farm. There's also education outside of the farm with our recipients.
I've gotten feedback with people using the produce that they'd never used before and created new things, and it's exciting. And they're excited to come here, and they ask. I get hit up in the parking lot, hey, what'd they bring today? What'd they bring today? What they got? What they got? And Veggies to Table put in some serious dedication, and you can't help but love them for that.
We are making a difference in this community. We have seen that over and over again.
I wanted to be at a farm where the food was accessible to anyone. And that's what makes Veggies to Table so special, is that all of the produce is donated. We don't ever sell any of our vegetables, and it's going to people who really need it.
And one mom said to me, I count on these vegetables every week that you bring because it supplements my SNAP benefits and my food pantry runs. Oh, firsthand, right out of her mouth of this helps me feed my family every week.
A big part of our mission is maintaining dignity for people, and the quality of the produce really helps achieve that.
Someone who can't make that basic choice of what to eat every day is heartbreaking to us. It's truly why we started this farm. And we also feel that the flowers are such an important part of this process, but if you can't afford food, you certainly can't afford flowers, and everyone needs joy with flowers. I've seen over and over again how important it is to the people in our community who are experiencing hunger or loneliness or poverty.
If somebody had handed me a bouquet of flowers, I would have probably sat on the floor and cried also.
It is the most important thing I've done in my life, other than my children. It is. Because I know my people in my community, and they deserve to have that, especially at the end of their life when they've given so much. So many people there, there were foster parents, there were teachers, there were bus drivers, there were doctors, there were plumbers, and life really isn't made for the bills that we have this week.
It does feel like forever, but it won't be. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is. You just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. This farm and the people who support it are all cheering for you and hoping for you and trying to make your life easier.
Veggies to Table is in our 6th season, and we hope to be here for a long time to come. To do that and to keep growing, we need donors and funders to make that happen. We want to keep affecting our community in a positive way. As they say, it takes a village. It's true. We can't do that without our donors and supporters. And we truly hope to be here helping to restore dignity and give beauty to people for many years to come.